Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. On the Bitcoin chart, not much price action, but so far this resistance area that we discussed already on Friday seems to be working. Bitcoin got rejected a couple of times now here at this 38.2 fib level. This makes sense as well if we look at the micro wave count. Just take a look at this chart overall. We said that we are still in a wave 4. Yeah, I want to keep it short in this video, at least focus on the micro level, because honestly nothing happened, and I can't discuss the overall wave cut in every video. It gets very boring, even though of course it's not a Hollywood blockbuster, but still we don't want to repeat things too often. And the idea is that we are now in the wave 4 and that we have an A wave, a B wave and a C wave to the downside. The C wave could get one more low. Now it could have bottomed already, then it would be a WXY structure, but the ABC usually has to be the primary scenario. And if we then zoom in, so basically it would become sort of a running flat pattern in which the C wave will above the A wave. The A wave ended at 29,430, or it will be an expanded flat where it will end below. This is what we don't know, but what I can tell you at the moment is that I haven't seen any evidence that price has already bottomed here on the 6th of July, 7th of July. So from that point of view, lower is currently expected. Now it might be the last low, okay? So sometimes you don't get that last low, but at the moment it still seems likely and reasonable to expect it. Given that we got rejected from this resistance area, price is respecting it. I count this as a wave 4 in a wave 4, which is exactly why we're all completely bored out, because a wave 4 is already boring, but honestly, have a wave 4 in a wave 4, you know how it feels like. Completely boring. Now, there was a bit of a trend line here potentially, and Bitcoin broke out of that. So as you can see here, to the downside. So it broke out and reacted to resistance. It also broke briefly, at least, below the swing low, Saturday's swing low. So indicating downside pressure is there as anticipated. And I'm watching for another low. I mean, all I want is really that price drops another here. What is it? Round about $300. Yeah, roughly 1%. And then we have fulfilled this scenario, because all I want is that this wave 5 goes briefly below the third wave low. Now we also talk about what are the specific levels we can be watching for. And what we can do is we take the Fibonacci extensions to guide us. We take the length of waves 1 through 3, go to the high of the wave 4. And the 38.2 fib extension is not useful at this stage because it would just lead to the previous swing low. But in a wave 5, we want that the wave 5 goes below the third wave. So we look for the next extension. That's at 29,430. Well, not telling you that definitely we'll get there, but it is a level to watch. It is certainly a level to watch, that 61.8 extension. And then we have the 38.2 retracement at 29,080. So this is a bit of a range I watch if we get one more low. Shouldn't forget about that swing low at 29,430 as well. But this is just sort of a level to watch, okay? And let's see if we see a bit of a reaction there. Until then, we just need patience. And of course, the wave 4 could still extend out. That is, until that wave 3 low is broken, the wave 4 could still extend. But that's why we've got the resistance level. So we need to give it a bit of room. It is of course possible that this wave 4 does extend a little bit, does this, even though it would be very long then for a wave 4. And maybe at that point I need to relabel it into a WXY where we have an A wave down, this is a B wave, and we make one more low here. But it doesn't really change the scenario, right? It doesn't even, it would also lead to another low. It would just be a little bit large time-wise for a wave 4. But then we've got the same problem here. It's not a problem, the same situation on the larger time frame, where this wave 4 is very long compared to this wave 2. Now, a lot of people raise concerns about this. I mean, I understand it, but in the absence of any better count, that's what we go with. And it's also not invalid. Yeah, Elliott Wave is a price-based system. It's not time-based. So if a wave 4 is very long compared to wave 2, occasionally that can happen in the crypto market. Yeah. Now, especially on smaller time frames. What else do we have? Well, of course, in the alternative wave count, we could already be in the wave 2. Okay, that's the other alternative that's also bullish. It would just allow for a bit of a deeper retracement, potentially if needed. But ultimately, in both scenarios, the expectation would be to make another high. So either in the wave 5 or directly in a rather large third wave rally if all the 5 waves are already in and if we're already in the wave 2. Yeah? So primary scenario is that we still get one more high in a wave 5 of wave 1. This is the 5-wave move that started on the 15th of June. Still the primary, because we haven't retraced a lot. We're holding the 28,550 level. Price isn't doing anything unusual other than it takes a lot of time. But that seems to be the strategy at the moment. Instead of scaring people out, and people, to be honest, people haven't been so scared this bear market, I think, at least not the people who have already survived the bear market before, right? So people are generally not that scared anymore, and maybe therefore the market is choosing the strategy of boring people out. Be aware that we're below very, very important resistance as well, generally on the daily chart. Yeah. So we still assume that it's a wave 4 with one more high to come, then a pullback in wave 2, because the larger degree wave 1 would then be complete, and then a third wave rally. Again, alternatively, we're already in the wave 2. It would also be bullish. Support here is 26,190, but I don't see any evidence for that at this stage. And then the third wave rally could already start. So yeah, this is at the moment the assumption. We just need more patience. I think, don't forget, on Wednesday we've got CPI. I tried to do a live stream this week again. Didn't do one for a couple of months for CPI because nothing happened. But maybe this week it's time again. Yeah, and maybe we don't see much price action until then. Sometimes you see a little bit of action in anticipation of CPI data, but this is just completely completely range bound at the moment and completely boring. So yeah, hopefully this will generate some volatility and finally take us out of the range here. I think last time the core PCE data here, when was it? Core PCE, it did lead to this drop here on the 30th of June. Nothing sustainable, but at least a little bit of price action. So yeah, hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership and also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. There's additional content every day, so feel free to check them out. You can find the links in the video description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.